Riley's day starts in the most unexpected way. She's sitting in a car with a man, and out of nowhere, he turns violent, attacking her. They struggle for what feels like an eternity, but it's obvious Riley knows how to defend herself. Despite her skill, the man manages to stab her in the leg, but she's not done yet. She pulls out a gun and shoots him right in the head, killing him instantly. Calmly, Riley hides his body in her car's trunk and heads home. Once there, she tends to her wounds, cleaning and bandaging them, knowing she needs to act fast to avoid a more serious infection. After that, she grabs some cookies, sitting down to eat them. Then, the story jumps back 5 years. We find Riley and her daughter, Carly, at a cookie fair, enjoying a fun day. As they load up their car, another woman and her daughter walk over. The woman immediately starts accusing Riley of parking in the wrong spot. The two argue for a while, with Riley staying calm, but the woman eventually storms off after a few choice words. Carly, a little confused, tells Riley they should have fought back, but Riley calmly explains that violence isn't the answer, no matter how frustrated you might get. With that, they get in the car and head off. Later, Riley drops Carly off at home with her husband, Chris, telling him she has to work. We learn Riley works at a bank, and when she arrives, her boss informs her she has to take on extra work due to a busy day. She tries to explain that it's Carly's birthday and she really needs to leave early, but her boss doesn't listen. So, Riley gets to work. Meanwhile, Chris and his partner Mickey are talking about a job.
Are you really sure? Because don't put me in a situation.
I got kids too, man. 10 minutes. Our lives change. Our kids' lives change. All you gotta do is drive. I'll take care of everything else.
Chris starts to think it over. That night, when Riley comes home, she finds the house empty. No one came to Carly's birthday party. As she investigates, she discovers that Peg, the daughter of the woman she argued with earlier, had a big party, and everyone went there instead. Carly is heartbroken.
Nobody came.
We're gonna go out for pizza.
We're gonna go to the Christmas carnival.
Oh, yeah. Yes, the Christmas carnival.
Ice cream, yes, as much as you want. All right, we're gonna have a big night.
Mickey, hey, it's Chris. I'm out.
They all head to the fair, unaware that a man named Cottage has been watching Chris. He reports to his boss, Garcia, a dangerous drug lord who believes Chris betrayed him. Garcia orders Cottage to send 3 assassins after Chris and his family.
I agree.
Goodness, look at this.
I'll grab napkins.
Okay.
Okay.
Take it up.
She's quickly taken to the hospital, where officers Carmichael and Moses are present. Carmichael, sympathizing with Riley, comments on how difficult her life will be after losing everything in a single attack. A month passes, and Riley wakes up, still devastated. Carmichael updates her on the investigation, telling her they've caught a lot of people, but still need her help identifying 3 specific suspects. If she can identify them, they'll be punished. If not, they'll be let go. Riley asks why Chris was killed, and Carmichael explains that Garcia thought Chris was going to steal drugs from him, even though Chris canceled the plan. Somehow, Garcia found out and ordered the killings. Riley remembers everything clearly. She tells Carmichael she can recognize the killers. When she's brought to the police station, she instantly identifies all 3 of them. Moses warns Carmichael that Garcia is a dangerous man with connections inside the police.
Tell me what that is.
Would be a detective badge.
That would be all they found on the last cop who went after Diego Garcia, who's in his locker, hanging in his locker here, inside Metro Homicide Headquarters. Whatever happens with this case, let it happen. Don't be stupid.
Meanwhile, Riley is back home, packing up her things. The house is filled with memories of her lost family, and as she packs, she can't help but cry. That's when Henderson, a man handling a case against Riley, arrives. He offers her a large sum of money to drop the case.
Lorazepam, lithium, spiritual, that's an antipsychotic. You didn't see things the way you thought you saw them.
Get out of my house!
He warns her that she's going to lose the case because of her medication, claiming it affects her memory and will make her appear mentally unstable. Despite his threats, Riley refuses to back down. The court hearing begins, and Henderson argues that Riley is falsely accusing the 3 men due to her impaired memory. The judge seems to buy into his argument, and Riley looks to her lawyer for help, but he just sits there doing nothing.
Did the car ever stop moving?
No.
And yet you identified my clients as the
alleged shooters.
And are you currently on any antipsychotic medication?
That your recollection isn't what you thought it was.
No. Wait, but you're not hearing me. Can you help me out? You're the district attorney.
The evidence is insufficient for a juror to...
This can't be over. These men killed my family.
Days pass, and we learn that Riley has escaped and is now hunting down everyone involved in her case. Meanwhile, Moses and Carmichael are briefed by a detective named Lisa, who tells them Riley is systematically eliminating anyone connected to her family's death. Riley shows up at the judge's house, ties him to a chair, and demands to know if he recognizes her. The judge claims he doesn't. Riley then reveals everything. How her husband and daughter were killed in front of her, how she identified the killers, but they were let go because of corruption, and how she was sent to a mental hospital. She tells him she has spent every day there getting stronger, preparing to take down everyone involved in her family's death.
This stuff wrapped around you is debt cord.
Explosive rope. There is nothing you can do about it.
Moses, realizing what's happening, understands Riley is behind it all. After hearing about Riley's latest actions, killing Henderson and threatening to kill the attorney, Garcia's men report to him that Riley has become a real danger. She's already taken out the judge and Henderson, and they suspect she's coming for them next. In response, Garcia places a bounty on Riley's head, sending out her picture to his entire network of killers, telling them to take her down without hesitation. At the same time, Garcia's business rival arrives and warns him. He tells Garcia that if he keeps up his actions, he'll destroy Garcia's entire operation. Garcia, not initially understanding the gravity of the situation, is told, "You blew up my 2 holes, and now you're telling me you know nothing?" That's when Garcia finally realizes that Riley's the one pulling the strings behind everything, turning everyone against him. Meanwhile, Riley is on a bus. A little girl sits next to her, and Riley, noticing the child's drunk father nearby, gives her a toy. As the family goes into a store, Riley follows them, then shoots the man in cold blood. She tells him, "Promise me you'll stop drinking. If you keep drinking like this, you'll ruin your daughter's life. If I see you drink again, I'll kill you."
Give me your wallet. I want you to take your boy Christmas shopping. I want you to give him the time of his life. I'll never forget you, Brian. We clear? You ever sell him anything else, and I will blow you in this place to bits.
Next, Riley targets Marvin, a money launderer for Garcia. She follows him until he enters a house. Disguised as a beggar, After getting all the info she needs, she leaves, but Marvin betrays her, telling Garcia everything. Later, Riley blows up the entire building where Garcia's money and drugs are stored, leaving behind nothing but ashes. News outlets buzz with reports of her actions, and now, Carmichael, though skeptical, wonders if someone else is behind the killings using Riley's name. Moses, however, insists they have to catch her, believing Riley is still the one committing these crimes. Meanwhile, Lisa figures out that Riley isn't at her usual hiding places and heads to Garcia's warehouse, where Riley has just realized she's walked straight into a trap.
It's them. I got her.
Hey, get out of my car!
The word.
Hey, boss, we smoked her ass.
After a car chase with Garcia's men, Riley stops her car, kills both of them, and heads straight for Garcia's mansion. As she enters, she opens fire on his men.
Kill the lights.
Riley, furious and in pain, heads to Peg's house. When Peg opens the door, Riley punches her in the face and ties her to a table. She tells Peg, "Your marriage was ruined because of you. You're a wicked woman." With that, she takes Peg's car and leaves. Lisa and Carmichael, still tracking Riley, discover her car and examine it. Lisa is convinced Riley is only taking out real criminals and suggests they capture her alive.
Tell you something.
Yeah.
Riley then targets Cottage. She also learns that Carmichael works for Garcia, and when she tries to contact the police, rumors spread about her killing Garcia's victims. Garcia calls Riley, offering a compromise if she comes to him or goes to the police. Riley, knowing she's walking into a trap, decides to face him.
Here I am. Let her go.
You should have listened to Carmichael.
You saw me, puto!
Garcia runs for his life with Riley hot on his heels. After a brutal chase, Riley catches up to Garcia.
Now he ain't getting away! Just drop the gun!
Riley, however, has lost faith in the system.
We're not going to prison.
The police open fire, but Moses steps in, stopping them. Riley escapes, and the police launch a manhunt. The next morning, Moses finds Riley at her family's grave. She's ready to give up, but Moses convinces her to come with him. "Leave me here. My time has come. I can die at any time," she says, but he insists on taking her to the hospital. News spreads that Riley has been arrested, and politicians start playing their usual games, saying she'll be punished. Moses knows the truth, that Riley, though acting outside the law, did what the government should have done. He visits her in the hospital, where guards surround her room. He gives her the key to her handcuffs, helping her escape. Eventually, Riley vanishes and no one can find her. And with that, the film ends.